Episode 6 of the Saving the High Street Camera Store. This is a reply to a very good question which I got, saying, asking if I was going to answer the question of why save the High Street Camera Store. Not how, but why. And initially I was like, what are you on about? That's a silly thing to ask. Everyone wants to save the High Street Camera Store. But it's actually a very, very valid point. It's like, why should we bother saving the High Street Camera Store if we can buy stuff online for cheaper, if we can learn from online tutorials and all that kind of stuff? What is the point of going into a shop where you're just going to get sold stuff? Well, what that really boils down to is a larger question, more about saving the high street full stop, not just about the camera store. I've a strong belief that the near future, the city centre high street is not going to be a place for buying and selling stuff. It's going to be a place for meeting people, going for coffees, going to the art galleries, going to the museums, going and entertaining yourself, but not like the thought of going into town just to go and buy stuff is starting, certainly in Edinburgh, to be kind of an odd thing. It's like, why would I want to go into town? It's such an effort to get in there, to park. I get parking wardens up my ass, get parking charges all the time, then trying to find the shop, it's just busy. There's all these tourists around that are just not looking where they're going. I'm trying to walk around my bag, I can't park near the stores. What a nightmare. However, if you go to an out of town store, then you're able to get your stuff far more in a relaxed way. You can park much closer to the shop. You can, there's much less issues with that. So I genuinely believe that in the future, the city centre high street isn't really going to be sales focused. It's going to be about getting people to go in and still appreciate the city, appreciate the history, the architecture, the culture. So there'll be more arts venues, more theatres, more cinemas, more things to do. And that's where I think bringing the high street camera store and advancing it from a place to buy cameras to a place to interact with other photographers, as a meeting point, as a place to work on ideas, even if it's a place for models to meet up as well. You may not be into photography, but you like getting your photo taken. Going down to a place where there's going to be lots of photographers with lots of different types of ideas would be a great thing. So in a camera store, again, bring along an idea of not just a photographic services, photographic centre, but also it's be a place where you can meet up with your models, or even have like a pin board of saying model looking for cool shots to do with certain types of fashion. Clothes stores can put in a thing on the pin board as well. I'm metaphoric, it wouldn't be an actual pin board. I'm thinking of something a bit more advanced than that, but putting something on saying like a local high street or local boutique shop around the corner looking to get cool fashion photos for this. Models and photographers, please send us your emails or something like that. So I think turning your camera store to a photographic centre or photographer centre or something like that will be the point of going into town, to interact, because that's the whole point of doing so many things. It's not about just buying and selling, it's about interacting and developing. And I think if we don't have the centres where other photographers can develop their skills, their knowledge, even just their connections, then we're losing far more than just a place that you can buy the odd camera.